this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Utep Miners. Kickoff. They're ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So USC's offense will come out first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sayin. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Snap in the shotgun. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the previous play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Straka. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Miners' offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that...
Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Utep. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
To the air, it's Sayin. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man, it's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down, it'll be at the 35. And the Miners want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Miners in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. On the run, it's Wormley. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. On his feet at the 40. Big pickup on the ground, knocked down at the 28-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Trojans!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Utep has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Rides the back and leaves it. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Everybody wants chunk plays, and you need them, but this has been the epitome of efficiency.
No doubt. Take what the defense gives you. Sometimes it's okay to be patient. Sometimes it's okay not to push the ball down the field. The defense is giving the underneath stuff. The offense is taking it and moving the ball down the field really nicely.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past, and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Fowler. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd and goal from the 1. Gets it out fast. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game. That last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. He'll toss it. Across the 25. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Took them nearly the entire 1st half, but finally a red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 20.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one, they knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
And the Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Blocks made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with the lone back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Fox. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone, right at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jordan. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Finds a tight end. Brings into the open. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give to the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. We open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Got it in the middle. It's Summers. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between the quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Dalton. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
There he goes. Touchdown, Trojan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. The throw to the outside is complete. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Fires it incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Miners are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabs it inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Miners are in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking to pass. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering.
Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air, it's Fox. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Hold on.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Winning those individual 6